1.
Good morning. This meeting is now called to order. My name is Melanie Williams, and I am the Chair of the HART Operations and Safety Committee. Welcome to the May 17th Operations and Safety Committee meeting. The meeting format is hybrid. A quorum is physically present at the HART Administrative Office, 1201 East 7th Avenue, Florida Conference Room, and the rest of the board members are participating via communication media technology. I'd ask you to please look at the screens on your devices. An image of the flag is displayed. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Amen.
Okay. Ms. Danielle Arthur Jackson, would you please take roll at this time? Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Director Kemp?
Here.
Director Knight?
Here.
Thank you. Director McLean?
Here.
Director Schisler?
Here.
Chair Williams?
Here.
As you stated, you do have a physical quorum, Madam Chair.
Thank you. I'd like to draw everyone's attention to page 4 of the packet to review rules for the meeting. And on page 5, the Operations and Safety Committee roles and responsibilities are provided for your information. Next, starting on page 6 of the packet, you will see the minutes from the April 19th, 2021 Operations and Safety Committee hybrid meeting. Please review them and let staff know of any edits and comments. Is there a motion to approve the minutes?
Second.
Motion moved by Commissioner Kemp, second by Councilman Schisler. Danielle, will you please take roll, please?
Yes, ma'am. Commissioner
Take a
Kemp?
vote, excuse me.
Here, yes.
Director Knight?
Yes.
Director McLean?
Yes.
Director Schisler?
Yes.
Chair Williams?
Yes,
The motion passes unanimously. Thank you.
thank you. Next, we have public comment. Do we have anyone registered for public comment at this time?
No, ma'am. There was no one pre-registered. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. We'll move on to a slight change in our agenda. This morning, we have presentations on the Transit Asset Management Program and Route Maintenance Update. They're provided as backup to this packet. We will have an additional presentation on fixed route schedule modification. Next, we'll move on to our agenda committee action items. The following presentation is in support of committee action items A and B. And Mr. John Edmondson, Director of Procurement and Contract Administration, you are recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair and members of the committee. I'm here today to talk about the upcoming solicitations that we would like to go ahead and move forward with. Next slide, please. Oh, there we go. I got it. Thank you. I didn't. Okay. So item 4A on the committee action item is a request to initiate a solicitation for laptops for transit supervisors. HART requires field transit supervisors to monitor the performance of service delivery of various transit centers and transfer centers throughout the service area. They do so through a vehicle-mounted computer that allows them to track various metrics of the route operations throughout the course of the day. HART is looking to purchase 20 14-inch Panasonic Toughbook 55 semi-rugged laptop computers, that's a mouthful, and replace some of the current outdated computers that we have. Currently, we're using 10 relatively rugged laptops that are beyond their useful life, and transit supervisors often have to share that resource. Allowing us to purchase 20 of these computers will provide each transit supervisor with their own individual unit. Item 4B of the request is a request to initiate a solicitation for an automatic gate replacement on the 19th Avenue side of the HART campus. HART requires the replacement of that automatic bus entry and exit gate along 19th Avenue. The gate is beyond its useful life. It's relatively inefficient in its current operation and design. And so HART looks to have a firm come in and advise us on an appropriate gate design, one that operates a little bit more efficiency, a little faster to allow quicker ingress and egress into the campus on that 19th Avenue side. For the laptop computers, we expect that contract or that award and purchase will be less than $100,000. That request also includes the ability to go ahead and move forward with the transaction once a vendor has been identified. For the gates, the cost estimate of that purchase is expected to be in excess of $100,000. So HART staff will be returning to the board to preview that contract award recommendation and ask for permission to go ahead and execute that contract as well.
So moved.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair. On the laptops, was the 90,000 the original budget, or was there a change? Did we know we were going into 20 laptops when we did the budget, or is this different from the?
I don't actually have some budget information on that, historic budget information on that. That's the approved amount that we were presented in procurement. So I would have to do some research for you and get back with an answer.
I was just curious if this, we went from 10 to 20, was there reason for the increase, or did we plan on doing that from the get-go?
The only justification that I have right now is, again, that the laptops we're currently using are shared resource among different field supervisors, and
Got it.
purchasing the
That's
20
good.
will allow each supervisor to have
That's
their own.
good. Thank you. Thank you.
Barring any questions, that's all I have today. Thank
I
you.
do have a question for you in regards to the gate. Is that part about?
I'm sorry, Ms. Williams, I can barely hear you.
Michael on. Mr. Edmondson, in regards to the gate, the $100,000 that's being requested, is that part of a budget that we've already set aside? Or how do we plan to fund this?
My understanding is that was part of the FY21 capital budget, approved capital budget.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor to move forward by Commissioner Kim. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Schussler. And Danielle, will you take the vote, please?
Yes, and this is for both items, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Director Kemp?
Yes. Oops, yes.
Director Knight?
Yes.
Director McLean?
Yes.
Director Schisler?
Yes.
Chair Williams?
Yes.
Motion passes unanimously. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Edmondson.
Thank you for your time today.
Okay, we're going to move on to action item 4C. Mr. Christopher Cochran, Director of Service Development, you're recognized for action item 4C.
Good morning, Madam Chair. Committee members, this morning, bring before you a action item to amend the existing memorandum of understanding between HART and Tampa Downtown Partnership to assist with the operation of the downtowner. The ask is to Oh, sorry, the microphone was not on. The operations were not using the amount of funds that they had budgeted for, and there were some additional funds available to carry it out one last final month additional. And the city and DOT have committed to funding that one final month for April. This is at no additional cost to HART. It is the same agreement that we have carried on for the past couple years here. And so the recommendation is that we make that the committee approve this action item and take it to the board in June for approval. And just to clarify, the downtowner is officially done already. They are no longer in operation, so there is no chance that this would come back yet again for any further approvals.
Thank you. Commissioner Kemp, you're recognized.
Thank you. Thank you for that clarification. So this already retroactively happened. It's kind of just, it has to, I suppose, go through us. So it's just us approving what has retroactively occurred.
Correct.
Okay, I just wanted clarification. So with that, I'll move approval.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Move to approval by Commissioner Kim, second by Councilwoman Gisler. Danielle, will you take a vote, please?
Yes. Director Kemp?
Yes.
Director Knight?
Yes.
Director McLean?
Yes.
Director Schisler?
Yes.
Chair Williams?
Yes.
The motion passes unanimously. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Cochran. Okay, we will move on to our presentations. We will go into our monthly safety and security update for April 2021. Mr. Jose Marquez will present, and you are now recognized, please.
Good morning, Madam Chairman, members of the committee. I'm Jose Marquez. I'm the new Safety and Security Director.
We can
for
barely
HART.
hear you. Would you mind speaking into the mic, please?
Good morning. Yeah, it's on. Good morning again. My name is Jose Marquez. I'm the new Director of Safety and Security for HART.
Welcome.
So we're going to be presenting a small presentation to the committee. Let's start, please.
We can see the presentation on our
Oh, you can see
laptop,
it?
but we
Okay.
can't see it on the screen. So I'm not sure if someone's operating that from behind the scene, but we can see it on our screen.
Okay, well, a small introduction about myself. I have a bachelor's degree in science and a master's degree in environmental management. I have 22 years of experience in safety, and 15 of those are in transit. Has been a very fruitful career. I've been related to 2 streetcar startups, to be specific, the Kansas City streetcar and El Paso streetcar. I've been in charge of several BRTs, paratransit and bus safety in several agencies. I was the chief safety officer for Sun Metro for the last 4 years. And I worked as an environmental and safety and transit consultant for 12 years of my career. I'm currently just finished my FTA Public Transportation Safety Certification Training Program according to 49 CFR 672. I'm a TSI Transit Security Program Certificate holder. I'm certified by the World Safety Organization as a Safety and Security Director and a certified safety instructor, and I'm an OSHA outreach trainer for general industry. Next, please. Some of the safety and security initiatives that we are starting in the department are on the agency safety plan. The HART agency safety plan was approved in January 4 of this year. FDOT has communicated several areas of improvement that they want us to address in our next revision, so I'll be working on that directly, and our goal is to have that submitted and approved by FDOT by July of this year. We'll be asking to perform an internal safety and security audit. This will allow us to establish a baseline of the safety and security program for HART, plus is under the new regulation of system management plans and the ASP. HART is required to perform an annual internal audit to measure its performance. We just updated the hurricane plan a couple of days ago. It has been under revision. Our goal to have it concluded by June 1st of this year. We'll have a tabletop exercise of that hurricane plan by the end of this month. On the occupational safety area, we're reviewing the HART health and safety plan, and we're going to review it, and our goal is to have it updated by October of this year. due to the changes on the federal regulation, what it used to be the System Security and Emergency Preparedness Plan, the SSEPP, has to be reevaluated because FTA is no longer managing security, but is managing emergency preparedness. So the agencies, what are doing right now is they are dividing the document that used to be one into two, the security part of the document that is currently overseen by the Transit Surface Administration, TSA, and the emergency management part of that plan is still under FTA. So we're going to be working on updating the documentation for HART, and our goal is to have those documents ready and approved by September of this year. And last but not least, as required by federal regulation, the safety staff needs to be going through training. So we're going to be continuing with our training program for this year. To be the most cost-effective approach is to host some of these classes in HART. That maximizes the amount of staff that we can train with the minimum amount of money that we need to invest. However, since this option is not under our control, the Transit Safety Institute decides how many classes you get through the fiscal year to host. We are hoping to get at minimum 2 classes so we can move forward, and some of them we'll be sending staff outside. Any questions from any member of the committee?
I don't see any hands raised at this time, but I'd like to take the opportunity to welcome you aboard. Certainly have a plethora of experience and background, so we welcome that here at HART, and anything we can do to help support you as you focus on our safety and operations of our agency is going to be an asset for us across the board. So thank you for jumping right in and establishing some goals and help with firm due dates of when things should be accomplished so that we can make sure that we are keeping things moving forward, but we're doing those in a quality manner. So welcome aboard.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
An additional item on the agenda today is a presentation by Director of Transportation Ivan Maldonado. Ivan Maldonado will give us a presentation on fixed route schedule modification. Mr. Maldonado, you are recognized.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning, directors, Madam Chair, Ms. LeGrand. As you mentioned, I am the Director of Transportation Operations, Ivan Maldonado. And briefly, I just want to present you this information, of course, for informational purposes. Next month, on June 13th, HART will be implemented a new fixed route service change that will allow us to align services based on current demands and ridership levels. It will allow us to maximize resources such as available operators and maintenance personnel to ensure dependable and reliable services to customers. Next slide, please. The service changes will not change the start nor end times of any routes. It will not affect HART Plus services nor streetcar services. It will simply change frequency on routes that are less utilized and have less than 13 boardings per service hour. The Route 12 that currently operates every 20 minutes will change to every 30 minutes. This route has a ridership of 12.3 riders per hour. And the other routes that currently have a ridership of less than 9 riders per revenue hours, such as the Route 5, the 7, the 8, the 9, the 10, the 14, the 15, the 19, the 30, 31, 32, 36, and 37 will be changed to 60 minutes. A public hearing was not required as the changes do not exceed 20% which is our current Title VI threshold, or under our Title VI threshold. Next slide, please. Starting on May 24, which is 3 weeks before the service changes, our communications team will begin their aggressive customer communications outreach that will include the following. Patron notices will be posted on board buses at our transit centers. Press releases will be sent to media. We will conduct social media postings. New route information will be posted on the HART website homepage. We will conduct radio advertisement and newspaper ads. We will conduct on-board bus audio advertisements. We will place posters at all transit centers. Information will be posted on the Bus Away application. Printed schedules will be available at transit centers. And our customer service phone system will have automatic messages concerning our new changes. I will be glad to answer any questions that you may have. Thank you.
Just, thank you, that seems like a pretty big update, so I'll look through, but it sounds like you're doing a great job of getting the information out there, which is important for all those users to hear, so that's, but, you know, I think we are knowledgeable that we need to do some of this kind of reworking a bit to serve our, with our resources and to serve our most used routes in the strongest manner possible.
Thank you, Mel. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. In the event you did not hear me, I'll just repeat that. Thank you, Mr. Maldonado, for your presentation and the overview. We appreciate you so bringing that to our attention and also including a communication plan and how our patrons will understand and know what's taking place in advance. So thank you. In regards to the agenda items, transit asset management program overview and route maintenance update, I mentioned earlier, they will be provided as backup, and so if you need to reference that, that's where those are located. And at this point, this concludes the regular business for today. Is there any old business?
Yes. Thank you.
Ms. LeGrand, you're recognized. Thank you.
Thank you. I just wanted to state under the old business that, you know, we have been taking copious notes from this committee as far as the information that you would like for us to present. And we've been keeping a list of those items. So what you'll see moving forward, to be mindful of the time, and we recognize that there are meetings that are right before this one as well as right afterwards. In some cases, we're going to provide the presentations in the backup information so that you'll have access to the information and the details. And then if you would like more information or if you like a physical presentation, then we can program that in as well. But we just wanted you to know that it's not because folks are not ready to present. We just wanted to be mindful of the time, and we did know that today it was important for us to present the route modifications. We were unsure if there would be lots of questions since there were several routes that we're tweaking, so that's why that decision was made. But just wanted to share with you that the approach is to make sure you have all the information that you request, and then if you need some more detail as a physical presentation, just let us know, and we'll come back and do that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Councilmember Schisler, you're recognized.
Thank you. Let me move quickly with some of these things. So, could you ask Mr. Edmondson, when he comes back to the full, I don't think he's still here. No. When he comes back to the full board, could he have some more information? I'm sorry, not smart enough. Could he have some more information regarding the traffic arms? I think we need a little better clarifications to what we're actually doing there based on what we have here. I was a little lost, but I realize it's coming. This is an opportunity for them to flesh out what we need to do. And if he could bring more info back to the board meeting for that, it'd be great. Thank you.
Will do. Thank you. Ms. LeGrand, you still have the floor at this point?
I'm fine, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, is there any new business?
Okay, new business. Okay, just wanted to share for the next meeting, I know several of you were in the strategic planning meeting that happened an hour ago. And in that meeting, I shared about our strategic planning process, and that in the month of June, we want to have a more robust conversation about our vision and talking about opportunities to revise the vision. Our plan for next month is to use this committee hour to really talk about the strategic plan as it relates to operations, and some of the information like the transit asset management plan, our safety plan, some of the initiatives that we have ongoing will be a part of the conversation, but the intent is really to focus the discussion on a strategic planning effort around our operations and safety. So I just wanted to share that with you. Anything that is required for us to approve will still be on the agenda, and we'll go through that first, but then use the remaining time to really talk about strategic planning efforts around our operations and safety.
Thank you. I show no other hands raised at this time. New business, hearing none, the meeting is adjourned. Thank you.